All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to be talking about how to get Keelan and Inez in the First Descendant. We're going to be talking about the easier ways to get them and how the 1.2.7 and the 1.218 update have changed the game on how to gather descendants in the game, especially for these two, because the Void Vessel operations mission that got received into the game are really highly linked to the fellows, highly linked to Inez, highly linked to Keelan. So a lot of these big changes focused on making those activities more rewarding once you gather things from them. Now, Keelan is a toxic descendant. Another toxic descendant in the game is Freyna, and she has an ultimate form. And then we have Inez, which is a lightning-based descendant, electricity-based descendant, and the other electric-based descendant we have in the game is the easy-to-grab, fun-to-use, highly lovable bunny. And Keelan was a different take on how they can use same samey powers, just in a different way, more focused, more targeted. And Inez was more like, let's do bunny shenanigans, but at a distance, kind of. If you play PoE 2, it's kind of like that ancestral, like AoE that it disperses it from yourself instead of putting it around your body when you do certain actions, right? Talking about PoE in the First Descendant video. Now, when you have the fellow, it skews the rewards now. I think that came in the 1.2.8 update. And if you have a fellow, you get more weight towards a descendant's pieces and then less weight towards the fellow's pieces. So you're not really getting the fellow over and over again. You're going to get a higher chance of getting the descendant and the descendant pieces that you want. Now, one of the harder things to get for Inez or to get for Keelan is going to be their descendant code, the gold piece that you need to like kind of put it all together. And with those current changes in the 1.2.7 update, they've really changed and focused on how the targeted loot system works, to where you can do the missions and then end up getting more progress towards the missions that you complete in order to get that missing piece that you need. So it isn't quite the grind like Haley was. It isn't the money cash grab like how Ultimate Sharon was, or how like Ultimate Freyna was. Ultimate Freyna, I feel like, came to the game as a money cash grab, and Ultimate Sharon is cool, but she really wasn't the thing that held the First Descendant together, as it's kind of holding on by toothpicks and dental floss string. But at the same time, but if you're here, you're trying to figure out how to get these two descendants easy peasy lemon squeezy. And with the focus reward system and the way that the fellows work, it's just easier to play the game. It's more fluid. It's a lot like Warframe and how Warframe interacts with his pets and whatnot. So hopefully we get to that Warframe area. Now, again, when we're talking about Keelan, the Toxic Descendant, again, he's more focused. He's more dealing with he does a skill. He inflicts damage to the enemy. He creates these stacks on the enemy in order to do more damage from himself, more damage that the enemy will take, more damage over time. He's kind of quick and easy, and he's not more flash and bang. He's more direct and deadly. So when comparing apples to apples, when we got Ultimate Freyna, we got regular Freyna, we got Keelan here. Keelan is just going to be more for those guys who want to play as a guy descendant, more dangerous and deadly, want to embody, I don't know, Blade. Then Keelan may be your cup of tea. Keelan is okay. Keelan isn't a bad character, but when I'm seeing the Void Vessel missions, trying to keep up with his counterpart Inez, by the time that Keelan gets into battle, Inez is really just shutting things down. She's really just putting the big AoEs down before he can even get on scene, and destroying a lot of things with her big lightning AoE damage areas that she can put down. Anything trapped within that circle is basically become a circle of death. And she's become almost integral, or if not indispensable, when it comes to doing like Defiler. There's other ways you can defeat Defiler. You got the Glade build, you got the Valby builds out there, you got the Enzo builds out there. But I want to say Inez is put into the game to where Defiler was probably easily beaten by him, because you already got Haley, which would have taken care of the Colossi prior to Defiler. I don't remember his name because I didn't fight that Colossi in the Void Abyss battle, but Defiler is weak to electricity, and Inez puts out a whole lot of direct lightning damage with her coils bouncing off the enemies and returning and dealing an extreme amount of damage to single target damage versus Bunny and her trickle charge electricity as she runs around the battlefield, laughing and giggling and sometimes doing focus lightning bolts. But the most damage comes from her ultimate form, while Ines can only get better when she does get a ultimate form. Now, when it comes to the character customization screens, when it comes to these two characters, clearly Ines is going to win every time. But if you're looking for a cool cat, if you're looking for a cool character out there on the field, Keelan does have some good skin so far. I mean, I say good skins. He has one good skin, and they gave him the Killmonger haircut if you would like to pick that up. But overall, he's not a bad looking character. A lot of people have been looking for this type of character to get into the game, but compared to the exotic Ines, she's clearly weighted towards a different group of people who would appreciate this type of character more, alongside with their Bunny, being able to transition between Ines and Bunny when you want to do some farming runs with Bunny and some massive direct electrical damage with Ines. So is Ines better than Bunny? No. Bunny is probably the clear winner of her being Bunny. You know, you've already probably invested in her. You probably got her for free. They were giving her out during events, and while Ines is now into the game, you would have to basically start over, put all these catalysts into her. She doesn't have an ultimate form. They don't come with basic forms, don't come with like free slots, so you're really investing a lot of time, energy, and money into getting this new character up. And that's all about the good nature fun of playing a video game, is to have fun in it. But most people miss that mark, and they just want the best, and they want all the gear now, and that's just not how video games work anymore, or that's not how companies keep you playing, right? So anyway, the customization skins for Ines are off the charts, and Keelan is okay, but that's how you get them in the game. Is that you're going to be focus targeting, looting in the Void Vessel operations missions. You're going to get yourself a fellow first. You're going to go after Keelan second, and you're probably going to go get Ines third, and that's just going to round out your whole team of these new descendants before Ultimate Blair gets into the game and before they bring out more ultimates of classic characters that have arrived in the game prior to these new introductions, which is the Ultimate Freyna, the Ultimate Sharon, and Ines and Keelan, and they're going to bring in the next fellow. So new stuff is going to get brought into the game, old stuff is going to get phased out, and this is an easy way for you to catch up, because now they're making it easier than ever to get caught up with everybody in the rest of the game. Hopefully this video did help you guys out. Like, share, and subscribe with the video, and I will see you in the next one.